Happy Sunday. It's time for church again. So, Pastor's wife, I have an encouraging word for you. If you are not a pastor's wife, swipe right. If you're not a minister's wife, swipe left. If you're not a deacon's wife, swipe up. If you're not an elder's wife, swipe down. This is not for you. Do not like, do not subscribe. Definitely do not comment. I am Lady Akilah Hart, and today I just want to encourage you to be who you are at all costs. Be who you are at all costs. Give yourself room to grow. Give yourself room to grow. Okay? Be who you are at all costs, but also give yourself space and room to grow. And so I'm going to church. I'm going to have an amazing time in God. There is nothing that happened over this past week that is going to discourage me from having my time with my Lord. I do not go to church to entertain and commune with people. I do go there because I love people, but I have a job description. My boss is Jesus Christ, and he told me when I get to the church, you have a job to do. And so when I go there, I report to my Lord, and everything that I do is for his satisfaction and his glory. After Sunday, we can go sit down and have a potluck. After Sunday, we can get together for lunch. After Sunday, we can do, go get hair and nails and all that kind of good stuff done. But, I'm going to go to church and I'm going to have a great time. Now, let me tell you why I tell you this and why I want to encourage you to just be you, but leave yourself room to grow. So, something happened over the week that has happened many times, many times. It comes with the territory. I've been a pastor's wife for 18 years, but it comes with the territory. Somebody called me a name. Okay. It wasn't a bad name, wasn't a derogatory name. But they called me a name in the course of a day, in the course of a conversation. And I'm a consummate professional. So you can call me whatever you want to call me. And when we are out in public, my head is held high. I respect myself enough not to make a fool of myself. Most days, but I was called this name, and later on, I went to reflect on the conversation that was had and think about what this person said about me. And I came to the conclusion that I can only be me. I can only be me. Unapologetically me. But what I did do was I went and I took a survey of people that I deal with on a daily basis, people in my business relations, people in my church relations, close friends, family. And I asked them, I said, am I this? And I repeated the name that I was called. And most people said no. A lot of people actually said no. Now, they did come up with a different term, but it wasn't the term that they came up with. And they said I was only that term when I'm dealing in certain situations. And in this particular situation, it was one of those terms that they were talking about. And so, you can only be you. We try to twist and turn ourselves to fit what other people expect us to be. And a lot of times when people are calling us names, a lot of times when people are coming at us sideways, which they will do, you might as well get used to it, First Lady. Grow some thick skin and just get over it, because every single day, people coming into the house of the Lord, people come into the hospital and they need assistance, they need help, and you are the person that they're going to turn to. And when you can't help them, they're going to get mad. They're going to get upset. They're going to be bent about what you cannot do, okay? And so a lot of times when they say those types of things, it comes out of their frustration. It comes out of what they are dealing with at the moment. It comes out of their emotions. There are so many places that these feelings or this name calling will come from. Okay. And we want to take that and internalize it. And I always tell you, don't internalize it. Don't do that. Don't take that home with you, sweetheart. Don't do that. I got to go praise my God. I got to be with my husband. I got to raise my kids. I ain't got time to hold on to all of that. But nevertheless, a lot of times when that happens, it comes from a place of whoever you're speaking to, what they are dealing with, what they are saying out of their heart. Their mouth is going to speak. From the abundance of the heart, everything is going to flow. And so they're telling you exactly where they're at by calling you whatever they're calling you. So that's where they're at. That's not who you are. And don't allow people to speak things over you. That is not who you are. Now, sometimes we have a proclivity. We have a tendency to want to go and change ourselves because we're like, oh, if I'm not that, I need to change. No, God knows exactly who you are. He created you from the foundation of the world. He knows every hair on your head. He created you in his image perfectly with whatever it is that you have or do not have. Okay. God did it on purpose. And so, be mindful that you don't get caught in that trap that you're trying to change yourself every 5 seconds just because a member is like, oh, you're this or you're that. And, oh, you're not nice to me. Nobody's nice to them. They got a history of not believing that people are not nice to them. And here you go changing. So don't do that. But the reason why I say leave yourself room to grow is because if the person that called you a name or has conveyed information is somebody who is well respected, well renowned, educated, has walked 1,000 miles in your shoes. If there's someone who is successful in their life, in their ministry, in their everyday ongoings, in their business, and in their friendships, if the person that you are talking to is walking the walk, if they have been with God for a long time and their faith has brought them into a place where they are mighty in God, then maybe, just maybe, you should be learning something from them. Okay? Maybe, just maybe, we shouldn't internalize it. We shouldn't get upset. We shouldn't try to change. Maybe we should ask for wise counsel and say, okay, I hear you. I understand. What would make you say that? And how in the world can I do better in God? How can I always tell people, I want to be like you when I grow up. I want to be just like you when I grow up because you're an amazing woman of God. You're an amazing man of God. You're just doing X, Y, Z in such a great way. And I want to be like you when I grow up. And I mean it. I mean it. So, pastor's wife, be encouraged. Be who you are, but give yourself space to grow. People are going to say things that are not who God has called you to be and not who God has designed you to be, and you don't have to accept that. But if God is trying to expand your territory through a man or woman of God who is wise, who is learned, who is educated, and who is successful, take the class. I love you guys. Have an amazing Sunday. I am going to have an amazing Sunday at my church. So be encouraged. One more thing. God did not make a mistake. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You have everything you need already inside of you. And you are the woman for this job.